This is my review of Return of the Living Dead 3. Julie is the hottest zombie to hit the undead scene. She might have a few screws loose, but she fixes that with sharp objects. I had the same feelings as Santos once Julie flung open that steel door looking like a heavy metal zombie stripper all hopped up on that new undead drug called pain. He pays the price for his wicked actions, which leads him to become one of the best artistically designed zombies ever created. This sticks to the Return of the Living Dead script with awesome zombie design. You would think a secret government agency would be a lot more secure than this one. If they're doing crazy zombie experiments, don't you think it should be more locked down? People cannot just sneak in. Where are all the security guards? Undead Riverman was running amok. I guess all these scientists are required to have military skills. Case in point, they're on their own once crazy zombie shit breaks out. I give this 3 out of 5 stars. Stallone mouth. It's Dad! Horror movie dad here, and this is my review of Opera, released in 1987. Dario Argento's Opera is just as clueless as its main character, and as annoying as those drawn-out Raven scenes. There's no character development of the killer to explain his bellowing poetic justice. I didn't commit any crime. I just wanted to free their souls. Where did that come from? I want to burn. No one will ever find me. That dialogue is entertaining, but it's as misplaced as the random metal soundtrack. Here are some misplaced random thoughts in honor of Opera. 1. The wardrobe mistress has man eyebrows. 2. The sound of those scissors cutting, cringe-worthy. 3. He's not dead. He's alive. He's here. Run. For God's sakes, run. With no bra in a field. 4. My almost getting murdered epiphany. Everything is beautiful. I will save you, little lizard, from the horrible twigs. 2 out of 5 stars. Crocodile piss. It's Dad! Horror movie dad here, and this is my review of House on Haunted Hill, released in 1959. I've started to add the older horror movies to my watch list. Horror films released before the 1970s I consider foundational horror films. They have great ideas, but didn't have the technology to pull off what they envisioned. They do the best they can, and that is the charm. Working with black and white picture is an art on its own. And House on Haunted Hill nails it perfectly with beautiful grayscale. The picture is smooth, and the staged props are seen with detail. The overall acting is no slouch either. Vincent Price is perfect as Frederick, the creepy host. However, there's a lot of trickery going on. This can almost be seen as a mystery story rather than a horror movie. It taps into both very nicely for a unique experience. I will give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Frankenstein shoes. It's Dad! My review of Madman, released in 1981. Is it Jason Voorhees? No! It's Madman Mars, and don't you ever forget it! Lore of the campfire, telling of his horror, lost in the woods with the madman and the stars. Don't laugh at the tale. Heed if you call him. The legend is beware the madman Mars. The legend is beware the madman Mars. With his crazy hair and shoeless feet, Madman Mars zaps his axe into the necks of his victims who did not heed when they called him. He would have never found that axe if it wasn't for the weak camp counselors. They couldn't pull that axe out of that stump, but Madman Mars could. He's a modern-day Arthur Pendragon. This would be nothing without the cheesy, cliched characters. Watching them overact to portray their emotion is entertaining on its own. You can't hear him. You can't see him. You smell his odor of death. You turn around and suddenly his horribly mutated face stares down at you. It's the last thing you see before zap! Off goes your head. Apparently that is the sound of an axe as it chops off your head. Zap! I will give Madman 3.5 out of 5 stars. Frankenstein shoes. It's dead! My review of The Final Terror, released in 1983. I am conflicted with this one. On one hand, the adventure and setting are perfect. But on the other, the picture and video quality are horrendous. If I could see what's going on, my rating would be higher. Everything is so dark and hazy. What just happened? I don't know, because I can't fucking see it! Apparently, The Final Terror is notorious for its bad quality. This hinders the film from getting the notoriety it deserves. However, I did hear there's an improved video quality version of this, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on that to get my true opinion. Is that Joe Pantoliano? I cannot see him, but it sounds like him. Yes, it is him! Is he more of an outcast in this or in The Goonies? I think The Final Terror is a serious reboot candidate. There's so much potential here and it can go a long way. A screechy, deranged woman screaming in the distance? Sounds like horror gold to me. It just needs to be done right. I will give this 2 out of 5 stars. Crocodile piss.